Namaste and hi, this is Noble Swan welcoming you on 9 Cups of Water, a channel dedicated exclusively to healing, mindfulness, and spirituality. In today's weekly reading, we're going to dwell on what is lurking in your subconscious mind. On the screen in front of you, you can see two symbols, each representative of a pile. Take a deep breath. See which symbol you are drawn to the most intuitively. Timestamps for each of the piles I will leave in the description box below. I will see you at your reading. Pile 1, thank you for joining me. This is going to be your reading. So let's see what are the themes that have been playing out in your subconscious mind that are seeking an avenue of expression so that they can come out in your conscious, in the forefront of your mind, so that you can deal with them and heal them. The first card that you have received is the Ace of Coins. Now I feel a lot of you who are tuning into this particular pile, there is a new beginning which is brimming at the back of your mind. I feel you are now ready. If you had been resting or if you had been in a more passive mode given the past month or couple of months, I see there is a new a beginning which is just brimming around the corner. And I feel, sorry about that you are starting to get an inkling about it. I also sense that you are waiting for a more perfect time in order to set this the foundation for this new beginning, whatever it is. It could be starting at a new place, starting a new work, a business venture, or anything which you feel allows you, enables you to have an impact in the best possible manner, firstly on your own life and then on the lives of others around you. I also feel, pile 1, very soon you're going to start seeing the manifestations of something that you have been working toward for a significant time in the past. I see you witnessing its very first results, witnessing the very first manifestations, the abundances of what you thought that project promised you. So that is something for which I am being told that the time has now come, or the time is now right. I also see a lot of solar plexus energy, so a lot of vitality, a lot of positive life force finding its way through you. I actually see that all your chakras are receiving renewed life force, renewed vitality. So it's highly possible that your body is going to subconsciously start giving you signals to perhaps pick up that health regime again, pick up that yoga practice again, that gym workout, Zumba, whatever it is, because this is a fresh surge of vitality which is waiting to surge through you. Once again, if your previous days have been rather dull, rather inactive, I see a lot of hustle bustle coming in. It could be meetups with people, it could be people coming in to visit you and then out again. you going ahead and visiting people, a lot of socialization factors, a lot of self-expression, more or higher levels of creativity surging in, you finding higher levels of creativity in your day-to-day life. I also see a gift coming in for you, a gift coming in through the way of, people who are coming in your aura, in your social sphere. Through them, I see certain gifts coming to you. I also see at least one major opportunity being offered to you, okay? I was talking about gifts, so it could be some significant piece of jewelry as well. So the Ace of Coins is often referred to as the Sun card of the Minor Arcana, okay? So I do think in totality, what your subconsciousness is trying to hint to you is more sunnier days in general, more upbeat, spring-like freshness, spring-like energy in general. And it's actually a gift from the universe. Whatever manifestations that you do witness in the period to come, pile one, it is as a gift from the divine. Take it as a divine recognition of your, consistent and persistent efforts leading up to this time. You could be very quietly working behind the scenes, but what I see coming for you, it's right around the corner, is a lot of recognition for it. It's coming out of the closet for some of you. Let's see any more messages. Okay, these are a lot many cards. We'll take this one. And the second card from the tarot is the King of Fire, or the Shah of Wands. I feel you stepping up, pile one, and taking a greater ownership of your own life. For some of you, it's going to be stepping up and willingly assuming a more active, more assertive leadership role in certain project in your own life, or in a certain project which is going to be presented to you or delegated to you. And this is because, once again I will say, this is because you find your own health levels now cooperating with you. You have optimally used the time which you had up till this moment to rest your body, rest your mind. And because you have had that opportunity to recover, rest and recuperate, it's only natural. If you observe, once again, a lot of solar plexus energy, fire energy, reds, oranges, and yellows. So this is not a passive energy. These are the colors of action. These are the colors of passionate projects, a lot of creativity, a lot of motivation, a lot of energy. So I think in the coming weeks, pile one, you're going to find topics that really motivate you to give an expression to your innate creativity, and also, just run along with whatever comes up. Your health is going to be fine, your vitality is going to be fine, and you're going to feel intrinsically motivated. And when you do give your creativity, self-expression, I see you benefiting a lot of others as well. The King of Wands is a card which is, yes, it's a leadership card, but it's a transformational leadership. It's an inspirational leadership. You lead people not only through dominance, you lead people by showing them the correct way of doing things, the correct way of enjoying things, the correct way of executing things. For a lot of you, you're going to inspire people with your knowledge is what is coming through, because the Shah of Wands, the Shah of Staffs represents a very well-educated, well-cultured, well-traveled personality. So whenever you try and speak up, you almost always have something for everyone to listen to. People want to tune into what you have to say. See any other messages from tarot about what are the themes that are lurking in pile 1. The third card which you have received, pile 1, is the Daughter of Cups, or the Page of Cups in reverse. Another theme which I am picking up, pile 1, from your subconscious is that you, as a result of the experiences that you have had, now you could be old or you could be young, but whatever the span of experiences that you've had, now you are not going to be, naive. I think you are one person who really finds value in innocence, who really finds value in giving other people the benefit of doubt. But the signal which your subconscious is giving is that no more. Now, and the reasons for it could be many. For example, you're surrounded by people who, despite your best efforts, they just can't help but misunderstand you. And you are done exhausting, depleting your own energy resources to try and, make them see otherwise. Some people can't. And so I do see you stepping out of this, this age of innocence of sorts, where you're in a very reciprocative stage. What people give you, you will give back to people. If people are kind, only then you're going to be kind to people, is what I am picking up. And we've had the King of Staffs. The King of Staffs is charming, but the King of Staffs is also very assertive, but in a good way, because the King of Staffs takes personal responsibility. So with the Page of Cups in reverse, I feel you are more than willing to give up certain fantasies that you had regarding your own life, your life situation, certain people in your life, and you are ready to be more bold and straightforward. I can see a shift in your subconscious from, less idealistic themes to more practical themes. You are done giving heaven to people who frankly don't deserve it. If they deserve an angel, then they should provide a heavenly surrounding for that angel. If they're not providing you with a heavenly surrounding, then you will be a human. Then you will match their frequency. You are done, pile 1, repeatedly responding unkindness with kindness. You are done. Your reservoir is done. So that is the third message which your subconsciousness is trying to send you forth in your conscious mind. Let's see. The Messenger of Coins, or the Son of Pentacles. Pile 1, I see, I've already told you that there is going to be a withdrawal of energy to what you give to people, but you are innately a good person. You can't help but allow that goodness within to flow from you. But because there's going to be a withdrawal from energy from people who don't deserve it, you're going to have an inward orientational shift. So what I see you investing your energy on is on self improvement. Okay, so you could be having a personal sixth perfection year ruled by Mars, but even so, by one, I see you stepping into an energy of self assuredness, and I see you telling yourself, I see you counseling yourself, or take this as your subconsciousness informing this to you. Not being kind to unkind people does not make you a bad person. It makes you an experienced, a seasoned person, an intelligent person. And all that, innate goodness that you have, when you orient it inwards, you come to the realization that, you know what, I have made myself personally grow to such an extent that regardless of what happens on the outside, I know, or you know, that you would never wish ill for anyone. People are helpless. People will act out of their habitual patterns despite your best efforts. So I see you coming to a very calmer place, You honestly, genuinely tried to make things better. But some relationships, even love and compassion can't change. Okay, and I'm also picking up on a lot of Piscean energy. So a lot of you do believe in the innate goodness of the humankind, that love conquers all, and indeed love conquers all. But right now, your subconsciousness is sending across a message for your well-being. Sometimes it's okay to let things go after a certain point. You did your effort, the other person is not. Now put the same old kindness, goodness, attention unto your own self. And move ahead with this contentment, with this peace of mind that you continue to remain a good person. Let's see. Any final messages from the tarot for pile 1? What? Thank you. Oh, we have 2. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so definitely your subconscious is granting you the gift of clarity in a certain area of your life. It could be regarding a relationship dynamic. I think it's regarding a relationship dynamic. So wherever, you have felt bewildered, you have felt confused about what is going on around that particular situation, I see those clouds of confusion just parting away. They are parting away, and once again, all aces are gifts, are divine gifts from the universe. And I see the subconscious is going to help you through it. There's going to be a sudden clarity, sudden epiphany, which is going to change your level of consciousness. And henceforth, that epiphany, you're not going to think things the same way. It's going to be a mental breakthrough of sorts, and this could come about as a result of certain synchronous events that take place. So you're already feeling that your subconsciousness is sending you certain signals. Now it's going to send you certain events that align with those signals, and you're going to have an opportunity to experiment the new thoughts which you have been subtly getting, and apply it to those situations. And then we have the Son of Cups or the Knight of Cups. Palwan, what I see you doing is clearing out a lot of, unnecessary, heavy, negative influences and energy in your own auric field. You're cutting them out relentlessly, ruthlessly, because you have the power of truth. Earlier, there was only a doubt that are these people really good for me? The subtle discomfort that I feel in their company, maybe it's of my own making. No. The changes that you're about to make, the people, the relationships, the cords that you're relentlessly going to cut are going to be backed by the truth which is going to be presented to you. And as you do that, pile 1, you are keeping in only those people who have genuine intentions, who have benevolent intentions, who have pure intentions for you. So I see a lot of space clearing happening for you in your own energetic environment, and which is good. Because when you keep a certain level of vibe to your aura, you attract those kind of energies, those kinds of opportunities, situations, and people in your life. So I think the main theme, pile 1, in your subconscious energy is clearing up a lot of things, because now you have the energy and the vitality to do so. You've stayed in this stagnant energy enough. And the top of the deck energy, we have the 6 of coins in reverse. You're done being kind. You are done giving in to situations which were not giving you anything in return. Because now you have realized through experience to maintain that infinity of give and take, of inflow and outflow, both parties need to give equitable contribution. And with the 6 of coins in reverse, I see you being now very careful and very cautious about who deserves your resources of help, of money, of time, energy, attention, whatever. I see you become very clear-cut with how you invest your resources. In terms of signs, we have Virgo, we also have Taurus, we have Gemini, and we have Sagittarius energy as well. So you could be any of these, your sun, moon, or rising sign. Let's consult the astrology oracle for you. Themes of subconsciousness in the pile 1 collective. So I had already mentioned Virgo and Taurus, and this is a double confirmation. We have received the Taurian sign. So this is someone who is, watering their own garden. Not because they're selfish, but because they have learned their lesson well. There is one quotation which goes like, I don't leave people to teach them a lesson. I leave because I have learned mine, and I see the similar case happening for you. You leave, or you've left, because you have learned your lesson, that there is not, that if metaphorically we take you as a flower, wherever you were planted, that energy was not conducive to your growth. So I see you stepping into, once again, this sense of comfortable, calm, collected self-assurance that, you know what, I am more than enough in watering my own plant, in watering my old flower, and cutting away the weeds that feed on my energy as well. I love how the messages come together like this. We have 2 cards, we'll take both of them. The 8th house. Okay. So definitely a lot of you, this does pertain to an interpersonal situation, an interpersonal relation. Now, when I say relation, I literally include all the wide gambit of relationships that are possible: husband, wife, mother, daughter, sister, brother, grandmother, granddaughter, grandfather, grandson, everything. Fit it to your situation. So I think what you're actually cutting off from is one karmic relationship of such sort which has been surrounding you for about the past year, okay? And whatever energies that had to balance, Mercury retrograde is making its presence felt, and whatever energies, karmic energies that had to be balanced from your side, they are reaching a tipping point where you will no longer be asked to, make it balance. I feel for the past couple of months, it is you who has been trying to, put in the effort to balance it. And whatever this debt has been, it's now at a tipping point of being restored. That pot is almost full. It's about to be full, and when the pot is full, it breaks. You no longer need the weight of it in your life anymore. So once again, a sense of catharsis, because you're cutting cords, fresh energy is coming in, a lot of catharsis is happening. And the second card which we received for you was the second house. You are redrafting, redetermining your values as a person by one. Whatever values worked for you up till now, you are ready to thank them and you're ready to release them, because now I can see your subconscious has a new charter of values, of priority, of ideals that are customized to the environment, to the people you are in. If it's not good, then you don't need to give your best foot forward. So I see that kind of negotiation happening in your own value and belief system. And I also see, once again, because we have had solar plexus dominant energy, you are now ready to, move your body once again. You may suddenly feel in the week to come that, I want to dance or I want to work out much more. Basically, move your body much more than you were in the past month. You're also going to find more comfort in however your financial situation is. It could be because you have great benefactors, great beneficiaries, or it could also be attributed to your self-control. Whatever financial technique that you have running in your life, you are going to feel very comfortable where it leads you. A lot of confidence also I see taking root in your subconsciousness about your appearance, about your body. Maybe finally your body, its appearance is going to match how you think your ideal body should appear to be. The first card which we've got is the Moon card. Okay, and the theme of this reading is the subconscious, and Moon is the planet which is related to all your subconscious themes and dreams. So I think pile one, you are going to receive all those new ideas, those clarities, those epiphanies that we were talking about in your sleep by the way of dreams. You could be revealed a lot of past lifetimes for you, which make you better understand how you are as a person today, or why the situations surrounding you in this present lifetime are the way they are. And because the moon is our higher self, so if you deeply listen to the promptings of your own soul, it's going to lead you to a mentally better space, emotionally better space, in a space which is rooted in self-assurance, self-awareness, and self-knowledge. Once again, comfort. You're going to revel in comfort. And the final card that we have received for you, pile 1, is the Venus card, the Venusian card. So we have both Moon and Venus, the mother and the maiden. So I feel for a lot of you, you are actually processing a relationship, a female relationship in your family. Could be with a mother figure, could be with a grandmother figure, a sister, a cousin, a mother-like figure. But whatever it is, I feel you are ready to reclaim your power. And you know that quotation which says that those people who are the most upset with my boundaries are the ones who benefited the most when I had none. So I see a lot of these feminine, not very healthy dynamics. But the good news is you have evolved as your own person, which is why you are so ready. It's like a rite of passage. You wanted to keep, things in a good place, but it wasn't meant to be. They just could not see the value which you had. And so you are letting them go. I feel you have already been in the process of letting go, but in this coming month and the month after that, you're going to give it the final, touches. This project is going to be soon over, so that finally you can focus on other things, on lighter things that bring more color, vibrancy, personal relevance to your life. So I hope this reading has been worth your while and this helps you. Till we meet next, be good and love animals. Bye.
Should you ever wish to schedule a personal consultation with me, I will link my website down below. Here you get an option to receive a copy of the recording of our live one-on-one session together, which you get to keep forever.
Pile 2, thank you for joining me. This is going to be your reading. Let's see what are the themes that are lurking at the back of your mind, as we say, or in your subconsciousness, which is trying to come to the surface to your consciousness. I think a lot of you who have tuned into pile 2 have actually had quite enough. And the card which you have received is the King of Swords, okay? The King of Swords at the surface is a very calm, very collected energy, okay? But if you know deeper, this king has made the journey from the ace, from the Page of Swords to the King of Swords. So this is a person who has dealt with all kinds of mindsets. And unfortunately, more negative, more irrational, more illogical than most. So what I think your subconsciousness is trying to convey to you is to, take that sword of intellect. If you have a certain way of thinking, if you possess a certain belief system, certain perspectives, a lens through which you view the world, your subconsciousness is coming through to validate it for you. It is telling you, you know what? You no longer need to accommodate unnecessary, illogical or negative mindsets that are trying to, impinge on your belief systems. Because I feel the belief system that you have piled to, it's a good one. It's benevolent, it's logical, it's up to the date, it's up to the times, the changing times, but most importantly, it's egalitarian, I feel, and it's not harming anyone. So if indeed these are the qualities of the mindset that you have piled to, you are being asked by your subconsciousness to take ownership over it and to stop feeling bashful, to stop feeling shameful about your perspective. This card also means that you have reached at a point where the knowledge and the experience and the intellect and the genius ideas that you have acquired along the way make you a formidable expert in your particular field. Your subconsciousness is letting you know that where you stand today, you do not require advice or mentoring or counseling from someone else, not any longer. You know what you know, and on the basis of that, you're being given a great thumbs up to go ahead and make the decisions. What you know is enough. Another message which is coming through for some people is that it's okay to detach. It's okay to leave behind certain energies, situations, jobs, places, people that have served their purpose in life for you. But most importantly, what I sense is that it's okay to detach. It's okay to close off from certain people, certain energies that are not meant for you. If there's any confusion regarding that, then let this be a message of confirmation for you. It is indeed time to detach and focus on your own mental health. If detachment brings you peace, calm, do it. Go ahead and do it. Because the other party, I feel, will also understand that it's not an act of rudeness, but it's kind of an act of necessity. Detachment here is a kind of necessity. You need to spend time in your own philosophy, in your own philosophical thoughts and philosophy of life without any unsolicited opinions or viewpoints or judgments of people upon it. The next card which has come out for you, pile 2, is the very beautiful Fool card in this particular deck. You are ready. You're ready for your solo flight. You're ready to fly alone, pile 2. You are so ready to, go out alone. Not carry any baggage, any responsibility, any weightage of, other people, other situation, other people's situations upon you. You're ready to fly light, carrying only what is necessary, only those things that are of personal relevance to you. This is not a time of a lot of consideration and kindness towards other people, what I'm seeing, pile 2. Not now. You will get a time for that, and you've been in that space, but presently this is a time for solo flight. I see a lot of you who have tuned into pile 2 are in the preparation zone. I think you know that you are being prepared for something, that whatever energy of your day-to-day life is, it could be that you find yourself in peaceful isolation, in a very dreamlike state. Life is moving through effortlessly as though you're in a fog. If this does resonate with you, then it's because you're in a preparation stage, and next year this time you will realize what it is that you were being prepared for. But it's a very eccentric journey, this I will let you know. It's firstly a new journey. It's tabula rasa, starting from the beginning, removing everything and starting from the beginning all over again. It's unconventional, but I see you not caring. You not having the need to care whether people deem your ideas or plans or business ideas as irrational, as something that will never see the light of the day, never materialize. No. You know you need to do this because this is a divine blueprint, a divine mission of sorts, which has been seeded in you. So whatever the opinions of people, you are so ready to, make that journey. You're being asked to have faith. As long as you have the faith, the way to you will be shown. As long as you have the courage to take that first step in following your heart, the path will appear itself. There's heavy Aquarian energy here. Heavy Aquarian. So you could be Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or in generally, resonate with the term maverick or genius, the unconventional genius, or you could occupy an unconventional role in your family. You could have an unconventional family. Third message which is coming through your subconscious is the 8 of Wands. Okay, so this is how you know we don't make it up. The 8 of Wands is an energy of a lot of communication, a lot of activity, a lot of to and fro. It is the energy which brings a lot of dynamism in your day-to-day life. And what I am picking up is that I don't think the 8 of Wands energy has been in your aura, but this is something which is going to come through as a result of certain alignments, as a result of certain serendipitous moments, synchronous opportunities. So what I do see coming through your subconscious is an energy and a time of great travel, of great dynamism, of great excitement, of great communication. The 8 of Wands signals a time that, if there were any stopped communications, if there were certain lines of communications that got hung in the middle, it's going to be given motion once more so that you move it. It is also a card which represents that you will find yourself in a foreign space. Now, for some of you, it's going to manifest literally as in a new border, arriving in a new country, or even regionally arriving at a new place than what has been familiar with you. And basically a time which asks you to be very nimble on your feet, a time of great communications, a time of great energy coming in, going, coming in and going. And then we have the 7 of Wands. I have a feeling a lot of you could be experiencing your personal year 7. The 7 of Wands is the card of the undisputed warrior. Okay, there could have been a lot of odds that were stacked against you, but because you knew you were in the right place, your intentions this time round were in the right place, no matter how many challengers or how many challenges stood in opposition to you, you always came across as a victorious person because the universe gave you higher ground. So you could have been more intelligent than your opponents, you could have had more support, you could have had more, certain innate gifts that always made you find yourself on a higher ground than your opponents. This is someone who has had to defend themselves more often than they would have liked, but this is also someone who kept that flame of truth, of honesty, of goodness flowing, no matter what the environment they were surrounded by. Let's see any more messages. Once again, whatever project it is that you're being prepared for, pile 2, go ahead, even if that means going ahead independently. even if that means you'll have to defend it at every step, because people don't have the far-sightedness or the logical thinking that you possess. This is a very independent pile, or at least the messages are coming through for you to be, non-conformist and independent. We'll take both. The first card which has come out for you is the Ace of Pentacles. Once again, you are, or you have, I would say, during the course of the past 6 to 7 months, received a lot of clarity. A lot of clarity. You could have been studying about a certain subject really hard. It could be studying or reflecting and introspecting on your own life. But whatever it is, you have had a lot of mental breakthroughs, Pile 2. Mental breakthroughs to an extent that where you are right now, you stand convinced that, the ideology of life that I follow, it's the best for me and no one else can convince me otherwise. And the second card which came out through you is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Now, as you are fully stepping into your intellectual prowess, in your cognitive powers, Pile 2, inevitably you're going to find people are no longer going to be comfortable with your non-conformist, self-serving or self-aligned and authentic ways. And I feel you are in a space of life where you're also not going to remain quiet. You know what you have to offer is intelligible. So you're not going to remain quiet, and as a result, you may see that, the opportunities that existed in your life, the people who were more than happy to offer you opportunities are now slowly taking a step backwards because you disagree to comply just like that with everything that they ask you to do. And this is a quote that I said for Pile 1. I'll repeat it for you as well. The people who dislike my boundaries the most are the ones who benefited the most with me having none. So as you're making your intellect, your opinions, your perspectives more vocal, more known to the people around you, you will find that they are getting less and less comfortable in working with you. And as a result of that, there are a lot of inauthentic opportunities, I feel, that are slowly going to make their way out of your life. And I see it's actually not a bad thing, because firstly it was not authentic, and the top of the deck energy is the 10 of the Wands. It's the 10 of Wands. I feel you really had to fight an uphill battle with yourself in doing whatever work this had been in the past. I feel at some level you have always known that, meh, I'll do it because it pays the bills. If I had a chance, if I had the opportunity, I would not do this. And I think this is knowledge which you've already had, but you know what? This is the year. The universe is aligning you with your most truest, authentic, highest, truthful self. And this is the year when you will keep this baggage down, because it has worn and it has torn your body, your intellect, your spirit, your character to the extent that it could. Any further and it's going to be detrimental for your soul evolution, for your consciousness ascension. So I love how the universe is coming through in for you and saving you from, something that we sometimes can't save our own selves from. Let's see any oracle messages coming through from your subconscious. A time of great stability, a time of great inner stability. a great inner stability of existence, of character, a great inner stability and security of how you perceive yourself as a person, pile 2. This is a card of self assurance. No matter who comes, no matter who chooses to go, I feel you are stepping in an unshakable sense of I amness. I am who I am. And what I am today is the result of my relentless efforts as well as the difficulties that I've endured over the past. And you're not soliciting any opinions on who you are. You're going to be comfortable, stable, feel grounded just the way you are, or just how you find yourself. I have a feeling you're going to find a family within your own self. You don't need anyone else. I feel this card wants to come out. This is the second time the 10 of fire has come out. We actually have two tens. We have two tens together. A lot of completions, pile 2. You've pushed the gear to the maximum limit that it could have gone. And now it's time to complete and end the project and move on. For a lot of you, it could also be family related ties. I think you're deciding to move away from them for once and for all, and for good. You are done carrying the burden, carrying the weight of those ties. Because you have had enough. It has been too little and too late. Too few and too far for you. So for once and for all, I see you letting go of any significance or importance that, the construct of family has had in your life. Alternately, for some of you, you are going to find a renewed sense of closeness to your family, because now you're ending a significant chapter in your life which has actually required you to expend a lot of your energy and resources. You're going to have time to invest in what matters to you the most, which could be your, compact family, a family which stays away from you. 10-10 is the completion of cycles. This is a major ending, pile 2, for a lot of you and on a lot of levels. I see endings at the work level, I see endings at a family level. You're just becoming your own person. And we have the World card. The significance of the World card, pile 2, is that you have reached the final chapter in a certain level of existence in your lives. All that had been there, that had been put there for you to experience, has been experienced. The highs have been experienced, the lows have been experienced, and you've reached the end of that particular frequency path. The only way ahead is to start the cycle anew. It's beautiful. I will show you. You have the 0 of the major arcana, and you have the final card, which is 21, the world of the major arcana. You are stepping into a version of yourself which I feel not many could have imagined, and you're doing so unapologetically. And it's warranted. It's done. You've experienced an entire cycle of soul conscious evolution. The only way ahead is starting anew. The top of the deck energy is the 5 of air. Now, whatever decision that you do end up making, pile 2, I can see from the energy of the cards that it is what makes the most sense for you. But there also may be a chance, a very high chance, that you end up pushing away something in your earnest, to end things and start another cycle elsewhere. You might end up pushing things that would have had some real value for you as well. Okay, so take this reading as as a kind of a cautious message from your subconsciousness. Everything is going great, but just reconsider a little more. Just utilize the coming 5 to 6 months, and just reconsider, introspect a little more. And then whatever decision you make, that decision will be yours. And that path will indeed lead you somewhere. It will lead you to where your destiny wants you to be. But just consider the coming 6 months as an additional time being given to you by the universe to contemplate. Well, this has been the reading for you, pile 2. I hope this has been worth your while. Until we meet next, be good, love animals. Bye.
If you ever wish to schedule a personal consultation with me, I will link my website in the description box down below. Here you will get an option to receive a recording of our one-on-one session together, a copy of which you will get to keep forever.